You'd better skip breakfast before coming to Foshan. Save your appetite for the local version of brunch, Cantonese morning tea.
In Sweden, breakfast is usually quick and simple. Just bread, coffee, or maybe some yogurt and nuts. But in Foshan, morning tea is more like a big social event. People often stay from early morning until noon, and it's what makes people slow down and enjoy the moment.
Foshan is the birthplace of Southern Lion Dance. The place you can't miss is the 1,000-year-old Zumiao, where you can catch an authentic lion dance performance.
Admission to the Zumiao costs 20 yuan, but the lion dance shows are completely free. There's one performance every morning and 2 in the afternoon. And if you want front row seats, be sure to arrive early. This place is always packed. I've been performing lion dance for years, always inside the lion head, but I've never actually seen how the lion heads are made.
Can you believe it? The lion heads are crafted from bamboo and paper. What's more, Foshan's lion head handicraft is a national-level intangible cultural heritage.
And now we're off to visit a master whose family has been making lion heads for over 200 years. We learned the traditional skills of lion head making from her first hand. I started learning Shaolin Kung Fu when I was 13 years old. My idol is Chenglong, even though myself and Chenglong has studied Xiqu. Of course, I'm a big fan of Chinese Kung Fu.
If you love Chinese Kung Fu, you've come to the right place. Foshan is known as China's hometown of Kung Fu. A lot of the Kung Fu legends are from here, like Wang Feihong, Bruce Lee, and many more.
Now we're heading to one of Foshan's famous martial arts schools, Hong Shen Wu Guan, to learn Cai Li Foshan. One of the best things about traveling to Guangdong is that you can find lucky sayings everywhere.
You really feel the positivity here. In Foshan, it's not just about smooth sailing. People even burn wood in the fire, wishing for more wealth and success.
But if you're a hairy person like me, you have to be careful. Look at my hair!
You have to explore the food culture in Foshan. Even if you think you know Cantonese cuisine well, this city still has a lot of surprises.
The restaurant we're visiting today has been around for more than 40 years. Even though I'm a Guangdong 女婿 and I've eaten a lot of Cantonese food, but many dishes in this restaurant are still completely new to me. Foshan is a city of dual spirits. Its passion burns like fire, while its tenderness flows as softly as water.
Foshan is about 100 kilometers away from the coast. Because of this, it's filled with rivers and waterways.
Shanny and I are going to a village built beside a waterway in Foshan. Here in Guangdong, you can enjoy the beautiful scenery and feel the relaxed atmosphere, something we Nordics really appreciate. In China, eating fish also carries a blessing. It symbolizes abundance year after year. During Spring Festival, fish is always a lucky dish on Chinese dining tables.
And don't forget oranges. They represent good luck and prosperity. Shunde in Foshan is one of the most important producing regions of Chinese New Year oranges.
祝大家新春快樂，大吉大利。
Our journey is coming to an end.
That's all for today's episode and
See you in the next stop. Bye bye!